Hello students, welcome in Babita Science tutorial. Let's continue our chapter crop productions and management. In this topic we have done many things, and in the agriculture practices we have completed preparation of a soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizer. But in this video today I will discuss about the irrigation. No, and this is our part 6. This video is a part 6 of chapter 1. Let's continue now. Here this one all we have completed. Now this today's topic is our irrigation. Students, you know what's the meaning of the irrigation? Irrigation means to irrigate the plant, to give the plant for the better grow of the crops. No, then farmers need to supply water to crops at a regular intervals, and this practices is called the irrigation. No, and you know student, different types of crops requires a different amount of the water. It's not necessary that all the crops can needs a equal amount of the water. Now according to season we have already divided the crops. No, first one is a kharif crop and another one is a rabi crop. Then kharif crops are those crops which can grown during the rainy season. No, and it can need the more water as compared to the rabi crop, and rabi crops we can sown during the winter season. Then on the basis of the season we have divided the crop in the two parts, kharif crops and the rabi crops, and irrigation is to irrigate the plant for the better growth of the crop. Now next one is a sources of irrigation. Means sources of irrigation means where you will take the water from. No, then we will farmers will take the water from the wells, ponds, lakes, rivers and canals. So with the help of this all these sources of water, farmers can irrigate the field with the help of this one all. Now here irrigation is divided into two methods. First one is a traditional method and another one is a modern method of a irrigation. This one is a modern method of irrigation and this one is the traditional method of a irrigation. According to the name, traditional methods of irrigation which can used in the ancient time. Farmers can irrigate the plants, irrigate the crop with the help of these methods, and these methods are the traditional methods. Now let's discuss one by one. The first one is a mode, and this one is also called the pulley system. Now pulley system. Now what you will see here, this is a composed of the pulley and a rope. A bucket is tied to one end of the rope. Another end of the rope is pulled through over the pulley in order to drop water. Students, very simple. In the present time also you can see this one. Suppose that this one is the well. Okay, this one is the well and this one is a pulley. Okay, and rope is here. In the one end of the rope, here bucket is a tie. No, this bucket is a goes inside it. Here what is here, and another end is a this one. When we pull this one another end, okay, then water which is a fill in this one, it will goes inside it, and when we fill this pull this rope, the water is filled this one bucket and it will goes up, and with the help of this bucket farmers can irrigate the field. Another is a chain pump. In chain pump, now see here, chain pump is a composed of the wheel which is turned with the help of a chain. Students, see here, with the wheel which is turned with the help of the chain. Many circular discs are fitted along with the chain. Circular discs means like a small discs are fitted in the chain. Movement of the discs along with the chain helps in drawing water. Now students, I will explain you with the help of a diagram. Students, see here, this one is a one wheel and another second wheel is here, and this one is a water, this one is the water, no, and these two wheels are connected with the chain, connected with the chain, and the small buckets or circular discs are present here, circular discs are present here. Now when this chain, and here is a axle, no, and this axle is rotated by the farmers. When the farmers rotate this axle, then what happened, this chain just start to move. When these changes start to move, then what happened, this disc is goes inside the water and fill in it one, and then it will drown here. So with the help of this chain pump, ancient time farmers can use this method to irrigate the crops. Now next method is the dhekli. No, in the dhekli is composed of the long wooden beam which turns around a lever. A bucket is fitted at the longer end of the beam. The shorter end is pressed and raised by the foot to fill and lift the water. Now students, here we see, I will explain you with the diagram. Now this one is a lever, okay, and this one is a tube. This one is a well, okay. This one is a what? It's a well, okay, and it is composed of a long wooden beam, and long wooden beam is this one. Then the longer side of this wooden beam, here one bucket is attached here. One bucket is attached here, and here they will keep the heavy things here. Suppose that is stone, okay, heavy things they will keep the here. The when this will press, okay, then the water goes, this bucket goes inside this well, and it will take the water and it will goes down, and this will falls on the field. In this way farmers can use this method to irrigate the field, and this one is also are the ancient or traditional method of irrigation. Now next one is a rahat. Next one is the students rahat. Rahat is also comes under the traditional method of irrigation. Now see in the rahat is also called the Persian wheel because it came from the Persia. Rahat is composed of the big wheel with the bucket fitted on the rim. No, rahat, in the rahat they are using the big wheel with a bucket fitted on the rim. Rahat is turned with the help of the kettle, which helps in the drawing water from the reservoir. Now students, see here, this is a water. Suppose that this is a water. Inside the water they are using the big wheel, okay, and in this big wheel buckets are attached. This wheel buckets are attached. Suppose that this one, this is all the bucket, and this one is attached, this wheel is attached with the kettle, okay, this wheel is attached with the kettle. When the kettle rotates, okay, then this wheel start to goes inside the water, and when this wheel is goes inside the water, then this bucket is filled, okay, and when the bucket is filled, then it will comes here and the drawn in the field. In this way farmers irrigate the field. This is the fourth method, traditional method of irrigation. So these all are the traditional method, but nowadays people cannot use all these method because in this method there is a lots of wastage of water also, and that time taking also, and labor is too much. No, now but nowadays people can use motor driven pumps which is easily water is a comes out with the help of the pumps, and these pumps are rotate either by using the electricity or by the diesel engine. Now students, let's move to the modern method of irrigation. In the modern method of irrigation, there is a two types here: a sprinkler system and drip irrigation system. In the sprinkler system, according to the name, sprinkler means spreading of the water, no, in the droplets. Then sprinkler system is a composed of the series of a pipelines. Vertical sprinkles are fitted at the suitable gaps on the pipes. Water is posed through the pipes with the help of a pump. The nozzle of the sprinkler keeps on rotating. Nozzle on the sprinkler keeps on rotating. It results in the jet of water being sprinkled on the plant. Sprinkler system is ideal for irrigation on uneven land. Uneven land means, students, which the land which is not equal, which is not a smooth, it's a rough. Okay, one side is upper and another side is a lower. Now I will explain you this with sprinkler system. In this sprinkler system, suppose that this is your vertical pipe, okay, sprinkles, and here nozzles are fitted here, and these nozzles are rotated, no. Then what happens? The water goes in all the direction. The water goes all the direction, and this sprinkler system is attached with the water, attached with the pipes. Okay, the water goes inside the water, goes inside this pipes, and in this way the water raises up here, and with the help of this nozzles, water is supplied to all the direction. But this one we can use in the modern method of irrigation. In this way we can save the water also, and which is and this system is a very good or ideal for irrigation on a uneven land. Another is a drip irrigation. Now in this system what happens, pipes are laid near the, suppose this one is the plant, okay, this one is the plant, and pipes are raised near the base and along the queue of a plant. Queue of the plant means lines are plants are shown like that, okay, and pipes are laid here, and this, the water which is flows inside these pipes, okay, it will goes drop by drop to all these plants, no. That is called the drip irrigation. Drip irrigation means drop wise, the water, the whole facilitate gradually dripping, the holes facilitate gradual dripping of water on the base of the plants. This method is ideal for areas which are suffering from the shortage of water. I told you, student, this modern method of irrigation helps in the conservation of the water, and this is a very best method. Farmers can use this nowadays. Now, importance of irrigation. Now students, importance of irrigation means, what is the uses of irrigation? First point is, plants contain nearly 90% of water. Okay, water is essential, important for germination of the seed. It helps in the germination of a seeds. Water helps in the proper growth of the plant. Water helps in the proper development of the flowers, fruits and seeds. Water protects plants from the frost and also from the hot air currents. These water plays a very important role for the development of the crops. This is all about the irrigation. I hope you will understand this topic very nicely. Okay, and if you have any problem related to this topic, then you will comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye and have a nice day.